So, good day everyone. My name is Lovely Joy S. Devella, base HM2F, and for today's discussion, me and my partner will discuss about superstructure. So, our topic was divided into four subtopics. First, accommodation. Second, hotel classification. Third, food and beverage. And the last one is the restaurant. So first, what is accommodation? When we say accommodation, it is a room or place to stay for leisure purposes. Like anang naa kay abtan nga pila ka days no nga anang lugara. So let's say you all travel to Boracay. Nya wala kay balay dito, so you need to book a hotel or any accommodation for traveling space. Accommodation offers a lot services to the guests in order to satisfy a need. So, na siya, ang accommodation. And while away from home, the tourists need to eat and sleep. Sleeping accommodation range from hotels of international standards and condominiums to campgrounds and the homes of relatives and friends. For a tourist region to succeed, a sufficient quantity of accommodation of the right quality should be provided for the needs of the tourist. So, so importante kay na ang accommodation, no? Ilabi na ka ng dool kayo sa mga tourist spots because mao jud na i-consider sa mga guests if ever they wanted to have a stay caution. So next, the demand for accommodation varies according to the price and guests are willing to pay. Services required the similar consideration. The types of accommodation provided is also partly determined by what competitors are providing. An important thing to remember in marketing is that the facilities should at least equal those provided by the competition for the same market. So, in business, there are lots of competitors. That's why among service nga nag-offer og guests, nindot should know mabantayan nimo nga kung mo-book ka og hotel, dili day nimo mo-book dayon. Mag-research sa jud unta daan ka aron kuan may baw-an nimo kung unsay pinakanindot nga kuan makapili ka ba kay diha sa kuan diha nimo makita sad kung ma-compare nimo ang uban nga hotels sa mga ilang feedback diha pod nimo na makita sa kuan sa ubos no sa certain ubos nga imuang nga ilang website. So na sila yung mga stars dito gi-rate. So if ever ka na nindot yun kay na siyang hotel, so nindot yun kayo mga rate ana. So diha ta makita nga nindot ang ilang service. Diha ta maka-decide nga kana tong pilion kay nice man o kuan feedback. So the next, appropriate accommodation should be available for all segments for the market. Expensive hotels accommodation may be demanded by those who want the best and are willingly and able to pay accordingly. On the other hand, tourists who are unable or unwilling to pay for expensive accommodation should have a cheap facilities available. So, dili raman kay mga no rich ra ang mukuan sa accommodation. So, naasay uban nga mo refer og cheaper nga kuan accommodation like kanang mga inn na. So, next one, In planning accommodation, the nature of the environment, the destination, the expected market, the mode of transportation, the type of activities engaged in what destination, and other related factors determine the types of accommodation which shall be made available. So, for example, with no kanang ang mga accommodation mo consider sa na sila sa environment no nga kung unsay naa sa ana nga accommodation dayon naaman poy accommodation nga sudlonon so dili kay na siya kanang lisod jud kay na siya sa mga guests so maunang ang uban nga accommodation package na ilahanon na i-transportation dayon para dili na mahasol ang pagpangita og mga sakyanan pod ang ilang mga guest nga padung sa ilang accommodation. So, ingana siya. So, types of accommodation. Tourist accommodation may be classified into the following categories. So, first, mo ni siyang hotel. It provide accommodation, meals, and refreshment for those who may reserve their accommodation in advance but need not do so. In broad terms, they provide facilities that meet the needs of the modern travelers. They portray an image of efficiency services. So, for example, aning hotel, no? Kaning nasa picture, mao ni siya. Mao ni siya ang Golden Peak Hotel nga nasa Cebu. So, mao na siya. So, condominium. Condominium is an apartment or individual dwelling unit owned by individual but the management and services such as maintenance and security are handled by an independent company. The company often contract to rent the condominium when it is not being used by the owner. Each owner can sell his or her unit independently for the other owner. So, kaning accommodation, kuan, kaning condominium, mostly makita na to sa cities, no? Kaning maka-own ka og unit, nga imuha na jud na nga unit. So, kung if ever nga kanang nga unit, wala na siya mapuy sa owner, so pwede ra na siya rentahan or ibaligya sa lain po na owner. So, ingana na siya. So, for example, sa city, akong natuan, nastayan ako dito sa atin ako is sa Deca Homes sa Mandaue. Oh, inana. Sa condominium to said. So, the next one is motel or motor hotels. Motel or motor hotels provide bedrooms, bath, and parking to motorists. Rooms are usually accessible from the parking lot. They are usually near the highways. So, mostly aning mga hotel, ay motel is kanang nara siya sa highway, no? If ever the traveler are travel no nag-trip ra sila nag-good trip so if ever they need a nap so pwede ni siyang motel kinara ni siya sa highways. Next, inn are lodging establishment catering to transient which do not meet the minimum requirement of the economy hotel. So kaning inn mo ni siya ang mga cheap mga lower ni siya kuan dili ra kani siya expensive compare sa hotel. So for example kanang moadto ta og Oslo, Wild Shark, Sumilo, Nasminyo Park, on Mount Lanaya diri sa Alegria or Kawasan Falls and the other places pa. Then pwede na ni siya nimong pwede ka mo stay og mga in, no? Kanang makita na to sa picture mo ni siya, kaning nasa picture mo ni siya ang kuan kanang The Allegri Travelers na siya, The Allegri Traveler Inn. So, affordable ra kay ni siya na, which is located in Alegria, Cebu. So, next is apartments. Apartments are apartels, buildings or edifices containing several independent and furnished and semi-furnished apartments that are regularly leased to tourists and travelers for dwelling on a more or less long-term basis and offering these basic services to each tenant similar to hotels. So same ra sad ni siya sa hotel pero naani siya naani siya tanan no naani siya kitchen, bedroom, CR, and then kani siya nga uy, kani siya nga apartment pang long term ni siya if ever ikaw nga mag-work ka in city niya wa kay kuan dito balay so mangita jud kag apartment no nga ma-rent marentahan nimo for kuan na kay ma-stayhan. So inana pang long term na siya nga ang apartment. So paradores are old convent, monasteries, castle or fort fortresses converted into hotel by the government and operated by a national tourism office. First class paradores are found in Spain and Ireland. They are generally priced reasonably to tourists who would like to experience the romances and ambiances. In the past, in 15th century Augustinian monastery or a 19th century mansion. So, kaning paradores, for example, kanisha is mga kuan kaning naa siya sa Del Castillo which is located in Batangas, no? Muna siya example. So, pension. Pension are private or family-oriented tourist accommodations similar to boarding houses and guest houses. They offer food and lodging to tourists and are well known for their informal family atmosphere. So, kaning pension, no, mostly ani makita nato na ni siya diri no sa kuan mostly nasa ni siya diri sa province. If ever ang mga tourist mo anhi dere sa Alegria nga sa tourist spots, so naasad mi dere pension pension house which is located in dere sa Alegria kaning pension house, Lucy Pension House. So nan bed and breakfast accommodation. Bed and breakfast accommodation provides a room, bath, and hearty breakfast to tourists or travelers. They are known as B&Bs and are popular in Britain and Ireland and the United States. So, kaning example and bed and breakfast accommodation is kaning naa sa picture no mo ni siya kani siyang Laguno bed and breakfast accommodation which is located ni siya here in Mualbual City. ay moalbo ang Cebu. So, the next one is hostel. Hostel provide minimal amenities such as a bunk bed and commonly shared toilet and bathroom. The traveler provides his or her own, needing the appeal mostly to young travelers. So, for example, aning hostel kani siyang kani siya kay mo like rani siya mo mura rani siya og dormitory no with wherein ang usa ka room daghan siya og bed, mostly ang bed gani kay double deck. Ang dayon kasagaran na mga young, mostly naasay mga student or unsa ba mga batan-on. So kung mag-provide ra gid na sila og ilang nga own bidding, dayon same rasad na sila og kuan toilet and bathroom. So next is campground. Campground appeal mostly to families who travel in recreational vehicles. So, meaning campgrounds, this is where mga travelers mag-camping, no? For example, there is sa among nga place, there is Alegria, sa campsite, which is located in Samuyao, Legazpi. So, nasa may campsite dere sa Alegria. Yeah. Mostly, daghan gid kay mga tourists ang moanhi dere. So, next is health spas. Health spa are hostel and resort which cater to individual who go to spas or mineral springs for weight reduction or medical treatment. So, kaning health spa, naani siya sa mga resort mo offer, no? And nasa di siya sa mga hotel, dayon bisa sa hotel, sa kuan, dayon mao ni siya no magpa-massage ka ani para mawala sa imong stress or unsay imong gipangbati sa or mga problems nimo. So for example ana no kaning La Casa Blanca. Naani siya sa na-locate sa Baguio City. So next is private homes. So private homes provide lodging to tourists when accommodation are not available during peak period. So kaning mga private homes, kani siya balay ni siya nga gipaabangan if ever wala na available nga accommodation, like nagpabook ka dito, if ever nagbuka niya pagtanaw nimo fully book na siya, so pwede ka mo kuan ani mo stay sa private homes. For example ani dere sa kuan sa Cebu or sa kuan ganini siya. So naay private villas dere sa Inatilan, naay Green Hills. Kaning siya nga private villa, gipaabangan man ni siya sa tag-iya. So pwede ra sa ang mga travelers mo try o kuan dito. So that's all for my topic. And the next topic we'll discuss by my partner, Rika Ford.
Hi everyone, I am Ricamay Ricafort, BSHM 2F, and today going to discuss the hotel classification, food and beverage, and last is the restaurant. So first, hotel classification. There are different ways of classifying hotels. One way is by location, such as city center, suburban, airport, highway, and resorts. Another way is by type guest, such as commercial, convention, and resort. And more meaningful classification is one based on price, such as economy or budget, or mid-scale, first class, or deluxe. So the one way of hotel classification is by kaning sa location na to, such as sa mga airports, sa mga highways, sa mga suburban and resorts. And the other way of classification is by type of guests, such as sa mga commercials, sa mga convention and resort. And more meaningful of classification kay mag-base yun na siya sa price, such as sa mga economy or budget, or sa mga first class, mid-scale, or mga deluxe. A star rating system is often used to classify hotels in Europe, in other parts of the world outside the United States. Stars are assigned according to the quality of restaurants, rooms, amenities, and service. The highest is the 5-star hotel, and the lowest is 1-star hotel. Other classification are deluxe, first class, standards, and economy. Next is food and beverage. More of our tourist dollar is spent on food and beverage than on any other service. Countries which are highest in capita eating place and sales are also top tourist. So daghan jud kay mga turista no nga mas mo-spend pa sila og money sa mga food o kanang mga beverage kaysa sa laing mga services. The type of food service provided will be related to the needs of the tourist. Many destination areas have successfully developed menus which are indigenous to the area to promote local economy food. Beside hotels, motels, and other types of accommodation, restaurants are also classified as superstructure. Restaurants are established offering refreshments and or meals to the public. Some of the basic standard requirements for restaurants are the following. First is the facades and architectural features of the building shall be appropriately designed. It shall be provided with a proper entrance and exit. There shall be an adequate and secured parking space provided free to customers. A receptionist shall be available to usher in the guests. A waiting long with a telephone shall be provided. So, ang restaurant kay nag-provide ko na siya proper entrance and proper exit. If wala siya kining proper entrance o proper exit, so nadyo'y posibilidad nga ang mga customers magkabanggaanay. And nag-provide sa sila adequate and secure parking space para sa mga customers. Next is, the dining room shall be adequate in size with sufficient and well-maintained furniture. So, ang dining room kay nag-need sad na siya og sakto nga gidakon nga adunay igo o ganing maayo gani nga pag-maintain sa ilang mga furniture. The third is, there shall be a cuisine of good quality and presentation and served with distinction. There shall be a menu book or card shall be presentable, clean and easy to read with the menu items listed in logical sequence. All tables shall have clean tablecloth and cloth napkins of good quality. No piece of crockery, cutlery, and tableware is used shall be chipped, cracked, or gazed. The silverware shall be kept polished and clean at all times. So, ang restaurant is napo ni siya menu book or kining card nga presentable gani siya and limpyo din sayon dasad mabasa sa mga customers. Then kinahanglan sad ang mga tables kay limpyo ang ilang mga tablecloth ag ilang mga table napkins with naga siya nga good quality. The last is adequate number of well-trained, experienced, efficient, and courteous staff shall be employed. The bar will be stocked at all times. The kitchen, the pantry, and the cold storage shall be in a good operating condition at all times and shall be of good quality fixtures and fitting and provided with running water. The tissue paper, soap, paper towels, and or hand dryer shall be provided. All main dining or function rooms shall be fully air-conditioned and or will be ventilated. So, the adequate number of staff kay need na siya na sila na nakatrain sila, na sila experience o active sila. Then, ang kusina o ang pantry kay needs na siya nga naa siya sa kahimtang sa operasyon sa tanang oras. Then, ang tanang operating room or dining room kay kuan sa na siya kaning air condition ug nasa kuan siya sa maayo nga ventilation. That's all. Thank you.